Hi YouTube, I'm Dice.
And I'm Fade.
And this is Newington, our sub team.
Okay.
Alright, so today we're going over the Socom Gear SOPMOD. He just got this in from where?
Airsoft GI, and it was $360.
Alright, so want to start with the externals?
Yeah, we'll start with the externals and we'll work our way inside the gun to the internals. We'll start with the name of the gun. It's the Socom Gear SOPMOD, and it's called SOPMOD, which stands for Special Operations Modification, and it's called that for the reason being that it has a 12-inch rail on it. This has a, you don't really see this on many guns. It's got a 12-inch rail. You're used to seeing that on the M16s or the SR12 by KWA. Basically anything M16 length. This is a free float rail on it, which means has no triangle front sight on it, no fixed sight, and it comes with the Noveske Mad Bull Fire Pig amplifier, which is pretty cool because this is quite an expensive amplifier to buy. And it's really nice that they throw it in. It gives a nice flush look to the gun. This gun does not come with any iron sights. So if you're looking to buy this gun, I would recommend buying either iron sights or, as I did, a sight. This gun has a aim point, quick aim, red, green dot, which means that it has red and green sights on it. Perfect for night and day games. Has flip-up covers for the lenses, therefore you don't scratch it up, you don't put it down, dust covers. And these things right here are how you adjust it. You unscrew these little caps right here, and there's a port for a screwdriver, or a penny would work, or a dime, something small enough to fit inside the hole and twist it. Going to the rail system here, back to the rail system, I have N.A.T Armament rail covers on them. We get these for free from one of our teammates. He's in the military, so you get these with they're the standard issue on Colt firearms. Very nice rail covers. Gives a very nice flush look to the gun. The top rail is a continuous rail. That means it runs all the way across the top of the gun, top of the receiver. I have this split between, so it doesn't look like it's one, but it does help a lot when you're mounting optics if you want to mount forward more. Moving back to the receiver here, this is a full metal upper receiver, which is this top part, and then a polymer lower receiver down here with obviously a polymer pistol grip. The pistol grip is a lot thinner to emulate the real thing. It's not thick or bulky to fit the motor, which is pretty cool. It helps it adjusting hop up on the move. One-hand it and twist it with one finger. And then it has the bolt release over here. Push that in. Don't be afraid that it pushes it in, because
it's a loud snap.
Yes, it does give a loud snap. Don't be alarmed by that. It's just the bolt sliding forward and the spring clinging. It is a new gun, so obviously it's going to go down over time. The rail system on this, you can't really see it too well because I have the rail covers on this, but it is a little bit different. It's more of a box kind of rail, which is pretty cool. You don't see it on a lot of the newer versions of the guns. And moving on to the crane stock here. Crane stock, fully extendable, polymer with a metal buffer tube. And then back here, the crane stock is a little tricky. This pops off. You got two clips right here on the bottom. Take those off. That's on the floor. Don't worry. One thing I should recommend: make sure you get a battery with small connector on it. As you can see right here, the buffer tube is a little tricky to get into. Don't let this push you away from buying the gun. And the connector is in the buffer tube, so I recommend taking a small pair of pliers or something and pulling it all the way out and tucking the wires up into this little port right here. I'll show you. You put this thing in, and the wire should be tucked right in there, so you can put this cap that I so nicely dropped in, and it should snap right in like that, and then fully extendable stock. Also, I happen to have accidentally bought a battery with a longer wire on it, which is not a bad thing. It doesn't mean anything. What's the sign say?
I don't know. Keep going.
We can cut that out, right?
Yeah, sure.
Alright. Well, the longer wire, and it stops about right here when you're pushing it in. Just give it a little push. It's not going to hurt the wire. Nothing's going to get caught. That's it for the externals. For the internals of this gun does have a version 2 gearbox, which means it's got 2. I don't know what that means.
It's just version 2. It's just the newer version.
It's the newer version of the gearbox.
It's common in most AEGs.
This gun does have a plastic hop-up in it, which is not a bad thing. All right, most people think, oh, plastic hop-up, it's going to break easier. No, it is not going to break. Well, obviously,
it's not going to break because there's no moving parts.
Yes,
the hop-up is just, for all you newbies out there, the hop-up is right here.
Pull the bolt catch back, yeah.
It's just this. So it's just these 3 like screw things. It's plastic, you can see it's clear plastic, and then there's a rubber part right here which makes the BB go up or down. That's it. There's no moving parts. It doesn't matter if it's plastic. It's just a plastic hop-up.
Alright, that is not something that should turn you away from buying this gun at all, or any gun for that matter with a plastic hop-up. Plastic hop-ups don't matter. Like you said, it's a non-moving part. It doesn't mean it's going up or down, side to side. It's not having any direct force put on it. Obviously, all parts wear out faster, as we explained in our previous videos. This gun could take a LiPo battery. I would personally not recommend it, just because it destroys your gun. You're going to burn your gun out faster, and there honestly is no need for it. All you need is yourself a 9.6 2000 milliamp battery, which I happen to run the 1600 milliamp, and it's a good rate of fire. It's a solid rate of fire, and it's more than enough for what you need. It gives you a good trigger response time and everything like that. It's a very, very nice gun.
Alright, wrapping it up, how did it run this week?
It ran great. I ran 1 battery the whole game, and this gun shot very solid. It shot, I believe, 380.
With what kind of BBs?
With .25s. This gun does chrono over 400, 423 with .20s, as the paper from Airsoft GI said, but obviously I've yet to test that with .20s. .25s, though, give you very good accuracy. Obviously, you play with your half up a little bit, you're going to get the maximum effectiveness out of this gun. But that's
alright, so wrapping it up, talking about this. Now, this flash hider, which way does it come up?
Clockwise.
Right.
For the record here, guys, all flash hiders screw on counterclockwise.
It was a pain in the butt to get off.
Yes.
But that's because it's like hot glued on and stuff. Now, the only reason he took this off is because he got this and it came with it. If you don't have anything to put on it, don't take it off. Leave the orange tip on for safety reasons. As we explained in all of our videos, safety is key if we want to keep this sport going. You know, all it takes is one person to go out in public, and then the cop asks you to put their gun down, and they don't do it, alright? Just put it down. It's a toy. It's not going to matter. Also, actually, before we put this back on, there's a little metal piece on here. Keep that on there, because that keeps it away from actually destroying your barrel. It's basically just like a washer. Alright, so, remember, one more thing. When I was there, when he opened up this gun, it didn't come with a manual, so I don't know what was
Yeah, it's not a manual. Nothing really. It's pretty much common sense stuff about the gun. No manual, not a big deal. Very solid company. Also, Daniel Defense licenses his gun. Pretty cool.
It's a rail system.
Yeah, that's all the rail system. It has nothing to do with the internals. That's it for this gun. I'm Fade. This is Dice, and we should
an Airsoft team.
Yeah.